Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. In this verse of Ashtavakra Gita, Ashtavakra tells us all. The liberated one is not at all perturbed even when he or she is scoffed at or despised by his or her sons, daughters, spouse, servants, society, and the other types of humanity and people who don't like their appearance, behavior, activities, actions, etc., because they seem out of the world for them, and these liberated people are not accepting the norms of this civilized society for their own behavior. That is, they don't toe the line of this society. The liberated people are within themselves and they don't care what others think of them. There are several examples of this in this world. First, in his book Autobiography of a Yogi, Swami Yogananda Paramhansa has openly gone on record saying that the renunciants, the sannyasis, etc., are not fit to be in the society because their behavior is not really or actually sacrosanct. These guys are moody and they behave in a very strange way which may make them unlikable by the normal people in the society. The normal people in the society don't approve of their looks, their behavior, their talk, etc. However, the liberated people remain like that because they have seen the unknown or have experienced the unknown and they live in the cave within themselves. And so they are not very attractive to the ordinary people. Swami Yogananda Paramahansa himself was called a mad monk by those who knew him. He had a very high-pitched, irritating laughter which was not appreciated by others around him. Lahiri Masha's wife once quarreled with him for behaving like a renunciant and not taking household responsibilities. Swami Yukti Yukteswara Giri's mother never liked her son to behave like a sannyasi. Ramana Maharshi was scoffed at and despised by people and children who threw stones at the 18-year-old renunciant. The person who saved him, protected him, and fed him was another saint called Sheshadri Swamihar, who was also scoffed at and despised by people until they came to know how great he was. Jesus Christ was crucified by his own people and the government. Joan of Arc was burnt in the stakes. These things happen to liberated souls because they are at an orbit which is not acceptable or understood by the ordinary common man humanity or multitude. It is not able to comprehend the situation of the renunciants. There are several such cases. Actually, that is precisely the reason why renunciants, Maharishis, Rishis, etc., who spend time meditating in the caves or in lonely places don't want to mix with the society because the society may not accept their norms and they may suddenly, that is, these renunciants may suddenly drop their guard and unleash their extraordinary clairvoyant energy on the public and then regret this thing later. Hence, this society of multitude avoids being with the sannyasis and the liberated souls, and the liberated souls don't reveal the true identity to the society just because of that. Even then, there are many who come to know about them and so they despise them. There has never been a household where the women in the household loved their members of their own family who became renunciants, liberated souls, and meditative persons. Socrates' wife Zandip was so furious at him that she was always cursing him. Why this thing happens? This happens because the common multitude is identifying with its mind body complex and it wants to accept the norms of this material universe. Whereas a liberated soul identifies himself or herself with the soul, and so they are detached from this mind body complex. They cannot accept what this material universe wants to preach them. They are separate, they abide in the self and meditate on Brahman. So they are not liked by the commoners and the multitude because both are on different wavelengths. Mirabai, the great saint, the great princess, queen, and saintly person, was not liked by anyone in her own royal household, though later her own husband and King Akbar came to see her in the temple. This happens only when people come to know, realize the greatness of the liberated souls. Puttapurti Sai Baba's father was about to thrash him when he said that I want to be a renunciant. Same was the case with Shirdi Sai Baba, whose mother was very upset with his strange behavior as a child. This man brought untold miseries to his loving mother by not accepting the norms of the society. Yet he became Shirdi Sai Baba later. But that was later. These people, till they become great, are behaving like strange people. Swami Bhaktivedanta, the founder of ISKCON, laughed when he was 56 and his own pharmaceutical factory was burnt down. Instead of being sorry for that or shocked because of that, this man said, "At last, God has called me to serve Him." His own family and wife and children were very angry with his reaction. They did not want to be party to Swami Bhaktivedanta's rivalry. They felt that this man was mad and that he should be avoided like a plague. Yet, when this man became Bhakti Vedanta and he was made into a deity, those people must have regretted their own decision to renounce him. They must have thought that they were stupid not to recognize his greatness. Such is the case with liberated souls. We must be prepared for this because if tomorrow we try to be liberated and self realized, it is possible that our own near and dear ones may not actually like us or they may make fun of us, scoff at us, or despise us. Yet we should not lose heart and think only about God in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Till we meet in my next video, it is good day from TSV Raghavan.